Look around you right now. You're seeing walls, objects, maybe other people. Your ears detect sounds, voices, music, ambient noise. Your skin feels temperature and texture. This seems like complete reality, doesn't it? But here's the truth, that physics has proven beyond doubt. You're perceiving less than 1% of what's actually there. Your eyes detect only visible light, a tiny sliver of the electromagnetic spectrum between 400 and 700 nanometers. But that room you're in is filled with radio waves carrying data, microwaves from your phone, infrared heat radiation, ultraviolet light, X-rays passing through from cosmic sources. All of this is real, physical, measurable, and completely invisible to you. Your ears detect sound waves between 20 and 20,000 hertz. But countless other vibrations permeate your environment. Infrasound from earthquakes and weather systems, ultrasound that bats and dolphins use to navigate, electromagnetic oscillations that have no sound component at all yet carry enormous information. You're not experiencing reality. You're experiencing a heavily filtered, radically simplified representation that your brain constructs from limited sensory data. Evolution didn't design your senses to perceive truth. It designed them to promote survival. You see what you need to see to find food, avoid danger, and reproduce. The rest, the vast majority of reality, remains hidden in plain sight. Let's go deeper, down to the quantum level where reality becomes truly strange. That coffee cup on your table seems solid, stable, inert. But physics reveals something extraordinary. It's mostly empty space. The atoms that comprise it are 99.9999% void, with tiny nuclei surrounded by probability clouds of electrons. These particles aren't actually particles. They're wave functions, smears of probability that only collapse into definite states when observed. And here's where it gets wild. Those particles in your coffee cup are entangled, quantum mechanically connected, to other particles throughout the universe. Change one, and instantaneously, faster than light could travel, its entangled partner responds. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance. And it's been experimentally verified thousands of times. Your coffee cup is non-locally connected to the cosmos. Even stranger, the empty space around your cup isn't empty at all. It's seething with zero-point energy, virtual particles constantly popping into and out of existence, borrowing energy from the quantum vacuum for brief moments. This isn't theoretical. The Casimir effect proves that empty space contains measurable energy by showing that two metal plates, placed extremely close together, will be pushed together by the pressure difference of virtual particles. The observer effect suggests something even more profound. Your consciousness might be collapsing wave functions, selecting which potential reality becomes actual reality through the simple act of observation. At the quantum level, the universe appears to be participatory. It requires an observer to become definite. You're not just perceiving reality. At some level, you might be creating it. Now consider information itself as a hidden dimension of reality. Every interaction, between particles, between people, between systems, leaves traces. Physicist David Bohm proposed that reality has an implicate order, a deeper level where everything is enfolded together, with the explicate order we experience being merely surface manifestations. Rupert Sheldrake's controversial but fascinating theory of morphogenetic fields suggests that nature has memory. When a rat learns a maze in London, rats in Los Angeles learn similar mazes faster. Not through any known physical connection, but through resonance with a shared information field. When a chemical is synthesized for the first time, it's difficult to crystallize. The second time, anywhere in the world it crystallizes more easily, as if the universe has learned how. Whether you accept these specific theories or not, information clearly has a strange persistence in our universe. Your DNA carries information from billions of years of evolution. Quantum information, according to physics, cannot be destroyed. It might be scrambled or hidden, but it's always conserved. Some physicists even propose that information, not matter or energy, is the fundamental substrate of reality. This suggests we're swimming in oceans of information, collective memories, archetypal patterns, probability templates that shape what manifests. When you have a breakthrough insight, maybe you're not creating something new but resonating with information that already exists in the field, tuning your consciousness to receive it. Let's examine the subtle energies that science is only beginning to acknowledge. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field detectable several feet from your body, stronger than your brain's field. This isn't metaphor. It's measurable with magnetometers. When you're near someone, your heart fields overlap and influence each other, potentially explaining why we can sense others' emotional states. The Earth itself has a magnetic field that countless organisms use for navigation. Birds, sea turtles, even some humans show subtle responses to magnetic variations. You're constantly bathed in electromagnetic fields from power lines, devices, and natural sources, and growing research suggests these influence mood, sleep, even cellular function. Then there's intention. The Global Consciousness Project at Princeton University ran for 15 years, using random number generators worldwide to test whether human consciousness shows collective coherence during major global events. The data is striking. During events like 9/11 or major disasters, when millions focus on the same thing, the random number generators became measurably less random, as if collective attention was creating order in quantum systems. Studies on meditation show that focused intention can influence biological systems, from plant growth to cellular healing. While controversial and requiring more research, these studies suggest that consciousness might not be locked inside your skull but extends outward, interacting with the energetic matrix of reality. So how do we navigate this multidimensional reality we've been blind to? The first step is recognizing that your habitual perception is incomplete. Practices like meditation, spending time in nature, or even simple mindfulness expand awareness beyond the narrow channel of ordinary consciousness. You can develop sensitivity to subtle energies through attention. Notice how different environments feel. The energy of forests versus cities, the presence of certain people versus others. These aren't just psychological projections. You're detecting real information from fields your conscious mind usually filters out. Setting intentions and protecting your energetic space isn't superstition. It's working with the electromagnetic and possibly quantum fields that extend from your body. Coherent, focused intention creates coherent field effects. Scattered, reactive thinking creates chaotic patterns that leave you vulnerable to external influences. The implications transform daily life. Intuition becomes recognizing information from the field before your rational mind processes it. Synchronicities, meaningful coincidences, reveal the hidden connections between apparently separate events. Manifestation shifts from wishful thinking to consciously aligning your field with desired outcomes, understanding that reality is more malleable than materialism suggests. This isn't about escaping reality. It's about engaging reality more fully, recognizing that the universe is far richer, stranger, and more responsive than we've been taught. You're not a passive observer of an objective, dead universe. You're an active participant in a living, conscious, multidimensional cosmos that responds to attention, intention, and awareness. The hidden dimensions aren't elsewhere. They're here, now, permeating every moment. You're already immersed in quantum fields, information networks, and subtle energies. The only question is, will you remain blind to them, or will you develop the perception to see reality as it actually is? A magnificent, interconnected, multidimensional tapestry of matter, energy, information, and consciousness, all weaving together to create the miracle of existence. The universe has been hiding in plain sight. Now that you know where to look, what will you discover?